All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here, reporting in for another CIS skirmish list. This time we're going to go over a list with Maul, one of my absolute favorites. So basically, he's got jump 1 as a move, deflect. So anytime he spends a dodge token, he gains surges to defense. He's immune to pierce, and he's got the Juyo mastery, which means that anytime he is wounded, he can perform an additional action. Uh, Great, super awesome, awesome. And then, so per request, we're gonna go with the Kraken first. Okay, we're gonna go with him and kind of see what we can add. So the Kraken has no, it was Kalani. Whoops, not the Kraken. My fault. All right, so we're gonna go with Kalani. That's right. All right, so Kalani's gonna have a black and a white in melee, a black and a white at range 1/3, and lethal at lethal 1. He's got a strategize 2. He's got direct AI unit. So during the command phase, you can issue an order to a friendly unit with AI at range 1 to 2. Reinforcements, so he can deploy after all units without reinforcements have deployed, and then sharpshooter 2. So all right. So he's going to be a really good support unit in controlling a lot of AI units. So we might not even have to give a HQ uplink, but you could. Okay. All right. So with Maul, force push is a definite. Force reflexes, I think, is a must because he can have 3 wounds. I don't think burst of speed is needed. You're welcome to have it. I honestly think with as close as he's going to be getting, I think force choke to at least do as much damage as possible is going to be great. The only problem is that he doesn't have master of the force, so he's not going to really be, you know, refreshing very much. So we kind of want to do what we can to kind of get him in and out. Honestly, I think force reflexes would be good. Force choke would be good. I mean, if you really want to get him in there and have those 3 actions of like, I mean, you really don't need burst of speed on there. Honestly, I think go with force choke. For his training slots, I definitely go with tenacity as the first one. And then as the second one, you could probably do offensive push. I think that would be a really good one for him. And then, or seize the initiative. That way he can always, he's basically always going to have an order. Or into the fray to kind of give him some extra surging. So it's kind of up to you. I really, honestly, that's hard choice. I think since he's going to be doing a lot of rolling, I think into the fray is probably going to be the best for me. With 3 actions, he'd be able to move, take an aim, and do something, or move, and hit. So like I said, you're welcome to put burst of speed on him, but you might not need it. Vigilance, we can use, and then if you changed force choke for force reflexes, that vigilance is probably going to go a long way. And then if you wanted aggressive tactics, you could have aggressive tactics, but that's going to probably do a lot in the terms of points for him. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some core and fill out some core for this. Just the B1 battle droids, I think, would be ideal. Probably just 2, maybe even 1 with HQ uplink. And then I kind of wanted to do a naked, let's see, where is it? BX series command. Okay. Wanted to just kind of do a naked one of those, and then the probe droids. We want to take a probe droid. That way we don't need to worry about too many aims when we can do stuff with the probe droids. So the BX series, we definitely want to arm them. Now, we don't have enough for the deflector shields, but we do have enough for the vibro swords. So they're going to be a huge melee threat, which is what we want. Okay. Now, that's basically 498 at 6 activations. You've got 2 melee threats. You've got the BX series droids and Maul. Then you have just 2 battle droids, nothing extra in them. Now with Kalani, because of the direct AI, you can issue an order to a friendly unit with AI. So you'd be able to direct the battle droids, which will also direct the other battle droids. Or you could actually do that to the BX commandos. I think the HQ uplink would just provide, a sound safe, thing for the battle droids to consistently have an order token up. So I like that list. It's not bad. Because the VX series droids are rolling in red, I think. Yeah, they roll red defense dice. Maul's gonna roll red defense dice. Perfect. And then I think your Kalani rolls red defense dice. Perfect. And then surges to hit. Now he's not going to be a very big action person, but he's going to be supporting like crazy, and directing. So he'd be able to give, Maul and the commandos, what was it, an aim and a dodge, which would be perfect. And then he could direct the battle droids, which could also direct, the commandos as well. And then Maul could always, just go in for the order as well. But yeah, that's up to you. Now, for me, what I might do is I would probably change Kalani out for the Kraken, and I'll explain why. Strategize one, really, there's kind of one person I really care about the most. That's Maul. So strategize one is going to be perfect. Charge to gain a free attack action with 4 red dice in melee is a lot better to me than having to, spend an extra action to do a red or a black and a white for melee. And then he's also got 2 black at range 1 to 3 instead of a black and a white. And then override 2 is good because that's almost just as great to me, in my opinion, as direct, because then with the override, you can gain a suppression as well. That way they don't have to do their AI stuff basically, and then you still get sharpshooter 2 anyway. So it's kind of like a give and take, but you're going to get more melee out of him. And with this, you would also have 3 melee threats instead of just 2. And especially in a 500 point game, I think that's much more valuable. And then with vigilance, you can keep him with that. And then with his training, probably give him tenacity because he's going to be able to take some hits. You might even be able to do another, order like esteemed leader or something to let someone else, or you could leave it blank, and then that gives you an extra 13 points to kind of put some things wherever you want. You could actually get rid of the vibro swords and probably put the direct deflector shields. That way you gain those shields. What is it? Shield 2. Yeah, you gain shield 2. So then you get 2 extra, shield tokens. I think you're going to want the melee. So the vibro sword, it's also going to give you a lot more points. You're not going to have any kind of points to put one of them in, but at least now you could do offensive push to kind of give yourself a little bit more of an aim in that situation. And then with the battle droids, honestly, give yourself some extra stuff here. There's an extra one. Here's an extra one that gives you extra bodies completely, which you definitely kind of want. So that way, if you can kind of keep those rolls up, they're going to have to keep rolling, even though they have white defense dice. And then that's really it, guys. With the command cards, I would definitely just take Duel of the Fates, and then they too will suffer. As your 1 pips, the Phantom Menace, I would definitely take, and then Orbital Strike, I would definitely take. Maybe even the Preservation Protocols, because I see 2 droid troopers units. AI gains disengaged and impervious. I mean, you're welcome to take that one. The disengage might be good for your commandos or the Kraken. It's just kind of up to you. What I would do is I'd probably this first, and then at last, definitely, and then either Roger, or obviously do not underestimate our means would be another good one. So I'd go with that one because you could do a lot with it. So that's your kind of like 6 activations with another heavy kind of filled list with some BX droids and then Maul and the Kraken. That's like some really, really good melee threats that I would be afraid of. It just kind of depends. If you can kind of distract with your probe droids and your battle droids and then use your BX series and the Kraken and the Maul to kind of take out the leaders. That's what I would do. But that's kind of like the list that I would build with Maul and either the Kraken or Kalani. It's kind of up to you and what you want to do. There's a little bit more you could probably add if you wanted to, but this is the type of list that I would go and try out and then make any kind of tweaks to. So if you like it, test it out, tell me how you did. And then if there's any tweaks you would make to it, just kind of comment down below. Just like, subscribe, yeah, smash that like button, subscribe, and then leave those comments and tell me what you think. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. If you have any requests, let me know what kind of request you have and who you want to see on here, and I'll try to make a list. And then if you have any comments about it, just let me know what you would do. But all right, guys, catch you next time.